have every right to be pissed as hell. Ethan Lovett beat my sister to a bloody pulp. Jason, I know what that's like. I know how it makes you feel, how you lose your sense of pride and your sense of self, especially when you're not even old enough to realize who you are. You're right. I am totally projecting my own experience and how I felt. What I would want to do different, how I would want Ethan tried and convicted, but that's not what Kristina wants. Oh, Kristina just wants this whole thing to go away. She doesn't want to have the pain of going up and announcing her humiliation to the world. She just wants this whole thing behind her.
Do you think she has the right to make that choice?
Yeah, absolutely. And here I am pushing her in the other direction, and it is disrespectful and unfair. Nice big sister I am.
No, come on, you went through the same thing as Kristina. I mean, really, how can you not identify?
Yeah, but the difference is I identified her right out of her own experience.
No, you wanted to do for her what no one did for you. You know, make you believe that you didn't deserve to be beaten no matter what the circumstances. That no man has the right to touch you. And she couldn't have heard it from anybody better. But I agree. I mean, Kristina has to figure out how to handle this for herself and decide what she wants to do.
I know, which means I'm going to have to go to Alexis and try to convince her to drop the charges against Ethan.
Alexis seems pretty determined to move forward.
Yes, I know she does. And she might even pressure Kristina into going forward with this. But if she doesn't and she agrees, there's still Sonny.
Mrs. C. Mrs. J, you idiot. How many times do I have to tell you? Look, you were just helping Michael, you know.
You were enjoying your surroundings. I would do the same thing if I were you, but I need to talk to Michael alone.
Sure thing. Okay.
I found out on a random call from Kristina that some dirtbag beat her up. How could you guys not tell me?
Well, that's why I'm here, Michael. I need to bring you up to speed on everything. I also need to remind you how important it is to stay here on the island. It's the only chance your father has of getting acquitted.
We both know that that's not true.
Mr. Zakara, how...
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Are the girls here?
No. Actually, no. They're at Kelly's. I think that's a good thing. Isn't true that Kristina felt like she was okay enough to go out in public, and I'm taking the moment here to try to research some precedents that I think the prosecution might want to use in her case.
Yeah, good. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so Kristina and I were hanging out last night, and she actually opened up to me, and I guess you could say she is petrified at the thought of a trial.
I know that she is. Every victim is petrified when they have to step into a courtroom.
Yeah, but she just lived through the single worst experience of her life, and she wants it to go away.
I understand that, too. What are you getting at, Sam?
I'm asking you if there is any way, if you would be able to make the charges against Ethan disappear.
Okay. Bye.
Look, I don't want to get sidetracked. What happened to Kristina? She said it was bad.
It was bad enough to go to the ER. Ethan brought her in. He said he found her beaten up on the floor of the lake house. Kristina has a different take. She ID'd Ethan as her attacker.
Ethan, he's always been nice to Kristina.
I know, I don't think she's telling the truth either. Jason noticed the timeline of Kristina's version was off. See, Ethan couldn't have been at the lake house beating up Kristina because everyone saw him at the casino working. There were tons of witnesses, and Sam was there. Sam was there to confront Ethan because he had an altercation earlier with Kristina, and she walked away with a bruise on her arm, and Sam was furious.
What was the fight about?
Seems like your sister has developed quite a crush on Ethan. He's older, he's good looking, he's charming, and most importantly, he pays tons of attention to her. Now, Ethan says he's just being nice and he felt sorry for Kristina. Kristina doesn't buy it. She has a date with Kiefer. She blows off Kiefer. She gets dressed to kill. She shows up at the casino just to show Ethan how grown up she is. Ethan blows her off. Kristina has a fit. There's the altercation.
No, that's bull.
What's bull?
Ethan didn't beat up my sister. It was that son of a bitch, Kiefer.
Are you here to tell me that Ethan finally admitted he beat up my daughter?
He'll never do that, Sonny, because he's innocent. No, I'm stooping to a level here that I never thought I'd reach. I'm appealing to you as a father. A man knows his kids on a cosmic level. He knows their core, their character. Not the daughters so much, because they're women and they remain a mystery, but a man knows his sons. Just like you know Michael and Morgan. I know Lucky. And I know Ethan. Now, if Lulu had been beaten up the way Kristina was, you bet your life I'd want that son of a bitch to pay. And pay dearly. But you're looking in the wrong place for justice, man. Ethan didn't do this. I'm asking you. I'm begging you, Sonny. Talk to Kristina again. Get her to tell you what really happened.
Luke, are you calling my daughter a liar?
Your sister just had the crap beat out of her, and your solution is to protect the abuser. Do you not see what's wrong with that, Sam?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that I think that we should let Kristina make the call on how things fall out.
She's 17. Not only that, she's a very confused and a very fragile 17-year-old who's been traumatized. We all understand why she would want to sweep this under the rug and make it magically disappear, but that's not a realistic possibility. That's not going to happen. She has to deal with this. Don't you see she's blaming herself for what happened instead of blaming the person that did this to her? That's wrong, and you, of all people, should understand
I do. Too much. And that's just it. I was talking to Jason about it earlier, and I realized that I was projecting my own experience onto Kristina.
Okay. With all due respect, Jason is not the one. He's not qualified to discuss the ramifications of violence since he contributes to it every day. I know you want to help. But if you want to set a good example for her, encourage her to stand up for herself. That's the kind of support she needs from you right now.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I get it. You know, all the veiled references to some terrible event in Luke's past. Well, Lulu told me, and Dad just confirmed it. He raped your mother.
Well, now you know.
My understanding of you keeps growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, it must have been quite an adjustment, realizing your father wasn't who you thought he was.